routine.
We're back finally. Oh,
Yeah.
my hair is doing a weird thing, so hopefully that's not too distracting.
I just was like, you're going slick back.
I need to start doing that because I play with it all the time, I've noticed.
Yeah.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Christy.
And this is the Knitalong podcast. Been a little while.
Yes.
Sorry.
I feel like we apologize every episode.
We do. We need to just stop. So,
it is what it is.
It is, yeah. We tried.
Yeah. Wait, are these coordinated?
They are.
Oh, that's so fancy. Mine have little tiny bees on them.
It's no longer appropriate for Christmas drinkware, so we've got some bees. Christy gave up the D-Coke. So
I'm off the Diet Coke.
she's back on the wine train for now.
A little bit.
So it is January, mid-January.
Mm-hmm.
How is it already mid-January?
I don't know.
We had Christmas, we had New Year's. Hopefully the cats won't go too bonkers.
There's a cat in the sweater right now.
Yes.
So, I guess you can find us on Instagram.
I'll pop up here.
Yes.
We're all over the places.
The YouTubes, which is how you are watching us right now.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't even say anything about that.
The IG.
The IG.
We do it for the gram when we can. We're all over. You'll find us.
Yeah.
We were talking about our next knit-along because it's been a little while since we had one. We were thinking small projects, like single skein or just small project in general, accessory. We'll come up with a clever little hashtag and I'll put it up here.
Yeah.
And when should we start that?
I don't know.
February?
February 1st?
February 1st.
Yeah.
Small projects.
We'll put all the details in the Ravelry group also.
Knit yourself something special with that nice skein of yarn you've been hoarding.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Put a pom-pom on it. Some deep stash maybe. We've all got some. Need to start using mine.
Yeah.
One of these days.
I slowly have been.
I've been trying to be good, but it's been making me be worse, I think. So I need to just go back to the way that I usually am. Which isn't any better, but you know.
Oh man. So, did you finish anything?
I did.
Yay.
So I should have more because it's been like a month since we recorded, but I don't. So it is what it is. I finished my azulejo. I kind of blocked it, but it's been sitting for a little bit, so it could probably use another blocking. Ends are woven in. It's very fuzzy and lovely. This is one of my favorite yarns. This is Azulejo by Christina Dene. And it's in Owl Local in Bee Balm and Wood Dove. The Bee Balm is the pinky magenta color. And I used, I think 1.5 skeins of each, and I bought 3, so I have a little left over. I think it might be nice in some sort of colorwork sweater. Been looking at the Strange Brew book by Tin Can Knits. They have some really nice sweaters in there. So I'm thinking I might try that, and I might try steeking. Really want to steek this year.
Oh.
I know, it's terrifying.
Yeah, I failed miserably when I did it.
Did you?
Oh yeah.
I kind of did it. I think I did it right. I'm not sure. I had my mom go over it with a sewing machine, so it's not really moving, but I don't think I did it 100% right. And then I finished some socks this week, so these are my 2019 finishes. This is, finished my Christmas socks, only a few weeks late.
They're so pretty.
This is March Family Christmas. This is Nomadic Yarns Yak Sock. And I really like the way this one turned out on Yak. I saved a twisty sock for myself as well, just so I could kind of show how it compares on Yak versus non-Yak. And it's kind of Eastery, so I think that might be my Easter sock. And then I have my Halloween socks are also finished, only a little late. They don't look Halloween-y, but they are. This is Friend Till the End, which is my Child's Play Chucky colorway. Nomadic Yarns Trusty Sock. And they don't match because I wasn't paying attention, so this one has a little bit longer cuff, but I'm not going to rip it out. And then this last pair is as finished as it's going to be because they are not for me. I don't think you're watching, but Sarah, if you're watching, don't look. I should have mailed these a while ago. So my friend Sarah lives in Philly, and she is a My Favorite Murder fan. And I have Squad Gourds, Stay Sexy, Don't Get Murdered, and Stay Out of the Forest. And she really likes Squad Gourds, so I was just going to send it to her, but then I was like, I'll just make her socks. So I did everything except for the heel, because I can't remember what shoe size she is, and I don't want to give it away.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to send her these and then send her the yarn to put the heels in herself. Woven the end, just need to trim it. And this is Squad Gourds, Nomadic Yarns, Brit Sock. And those are my foes.
Nice.
What did you finish?
I just have one.
And it's beautiful.
This is Phaedra by Gudrun Johnston. And this is in Madeline Tosh ASAP, I believe. I don't remember the color, I'm sorry guys.
It's really pretty.
But it's like a really pretty lavender with little specks of like golden brown and black. And then I got this little pom-pom at my work. So I'm on a yarn diet, but one of my coworkers came in one day wearing this, and I had to knit one too.
Can you find out what the colorway is?
Yeah, I'll find out.
I kind of want to know.
Yeah, I'll find out. But I bought this. Took one whole skein and then like 5 yards of the second skein, so I have a ton left over. Yeah.
Make a little one for Q.
Yeah. This actually kind of fits her. That's my only FO. So my long time project, my Find Your Fade, I lost the last color.
Oh no, it's never gonna...
I got to like the color change part. Yeah, it's never... I found it last night, but I'm not going to finish it in time for today. So I just didn't even bring it. It'll be much better when it's done later.
Hopefully it'll be a faux for next time.
Yeah. And then not with me are 3 Christmas ornaments from the Arnie and Carlos book for my kids' teachers, and 2 ponytail hats for one of my kids' teachers. So.
And that red heart.
And that red heart. Yeah. She's so sweet. I love her. But one of her friends like used the scraps because she wanted me to take the scraps. And I was like, oh, it's okay. I have a lot of yarn. I'm good. And her friend took like the scraps and made like a headband. And she was just like, do you see this headband? You can get $20 for this on Facebook. And I was just like, oh, cool. She's like, you know, if you're looking to make extra money. And I'm just like, no. Like I didn't have the heart to be like, $20 is not enough for how long it takes to make that sort of thing.
It takes a while.
Yeah, she's really sweet though. But I was just like,
and she loved her.
She did. Good. Yeah, she's like really happy with them.
Good.
But I was just like, thank you. That's great. Good to know.
Yeah. I found so I've been toying with the idea of doing kombucha, and somebody is selling a, whatever the thing's called. What's the thing called? I can't remember. The SCOBY. Someone's selling SCOBYs on Facebook. I was like, this is kind of, do I do this? Like, it's kind of like a sourdough bread. Like, you have to start with the starter, which is called the SCOBY. I'm like, do I want some, like, sketchy SCOBY from Facebook Marketplace?
Maybe just make your own.
Technical difficulties. But, yeah. So I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. I think it's only like $5 for a SCOBY, so...
I mean, just try it.
You could just try it.
See if you're poisoned or not.
Hopefully I don't die. That would be the
worst case scenario for sure.
Definitely. So, I am working on, I don't even know if I have a lot of whips or not. I feel like I do, but I feel like I don't.
I do not.
So I have, this is my new tote bag from the local bookshop, and I love it. Talk wordy to me. It is housing my new project that is kind of almost done. And I've been super monogamous on it, so I haven't made much progress on anything else. But this is a test knit for Shannon Cook. It's her new cardigan pattern, like fuzzies and cat fur all over it. I don't think it has a name yet. but she's going to be publishing it pretty soon, and I think I'm allowed to talk about it, so. Oh, okay, there we go. So yeah, it is in Barrett Wool Company with home worsted, and it's just a really beautiful cardigan with pockets. It has this really nice all over texture pattern, and you can kind of see it. We'll see. And it kind of took forever. So you knit it all in one piece until you get to the underarms, and then you knit the fronts and the back separate, and you seam the shoulders, and then it's kind of a drop shoulder kind of sleeve deal. Then you pick it up and then you seam it, I think, underneath the armpit. But I am loving it. I have maybe 40 more rows, and then the back is done, and then I get to seam the shoulders and do the sleeves, and I'm done. And the deadline is, I think, in 2 more weeks, so I should be good. But I've been going a lot faster now that I have split. This yarn is lovely. I use the same yarn for my throwback cardigan, but this is like a beautiful navy. It's the Huron colorway. I think it's out of stock at the moment. I was a little worried about running out of yarn, but I think I'll be fine. I have 2 more skeins.
It's so pretty. It's nice to see it in person.
Yeah, it's been nice.
I've seen it on text like a million times.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm still working on this. It's taking forever. I definitely did not think I was ever going to finish it. Like when I started it, I was like, how am I ever going to finish this? They're long rows, but it goes a lot faster once you get into the groove and get used to the stitch pattern. It's not hard, it's just a little time consuming. And then in terms of socks, I am working on finishing up some stuff. So these are all on my circular sock machine, and I do the heels, toes, and cuffs by hand. So I usually do the cuffs first, then the toes, then the heels. So I have a bunch that are like in various stages of doneness. But these are gumdrop buttons, Nomadic Yarn Spark Sock. They just need heels. This is Nomadic Yarn's Twisty Sock, another Halloween pair. This is Buzzkill, which is my Texas Chainsaw Massacre colorway. And then the one that I'm working on right now, so this is a new color. It was, I think I shared it last time. It was a one-of-a-kind for like around Christmas time. And I think I'm going to bring it back because I really like it. And I'm thinking I'm going to call it Spark Joy, just because I cannot escape Marie Kondo. But also these colors spark joy for me, so it works. I haven't even watched the show, but it's just everywhere. There's like memes everywhere.
I watched the first episode.
Did you? How was it?
I was not rooting for the people.
No?
No, well, they were just like, I found them to be really annoying. They kept calling each other babe.
Oh,
and
no.
They reminded me of like on SNL, like it was like Jason Sudeikis and Kristen Wiig. They'd be like the cell phone couple would be like, what are you thinking, babe? And they chew gum.
Oh,
Remember those guys?
No, I don't think I saw them.
Oh, yeah, it's an old sketch, but I just couldn't get that out of my head.
There's so many good memes, though. I saw one and it was like, capitalism, does it spark joy? And it's like her around like a guillotine, like picking stuff up. I'm like, oh my god, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird structured show. I'll talk about it later, but yeah.
Okay. And then this is another new cast on. This is going to be, I'm going to be in this one for the long haul, I think. It's multiple charts, lots of stuff going on. So this is Ashby.
Oh, Ashby.
We both wanted to cast this on like, what, 6 years ago?
I've cast it on twice.
Have you?
Yes.
This is my 3rd time too, I keep messing it up. So Ashby in Sawkill Farms worsted in the Harvest colorway. So this is what my first hipster was going to be out of, but then I messed that up if you all remember correctly.
Oh, yes.
So now
I thought that yarn looked familiar.
Yep. Now it has a new life. But yes. Saco Farm. I bought this at Rhinebeck last year, so I'm still going strong with my using Rhinebeck yarn once a month. First I cast it on with this, which is also Rhinebeck yarn from Spirit Trail Fiberworks, but it just seemed, I think this is like a higher twist, and it just seemed really like loosey, not the right project for this yarn. Then I was considering this, but I think this has a different project that it's destined for. And then we have my night shift pullover. We'll get to that later. My night shift shawl. Worked on this a little bit. I'm still not 100% sure on the colors, but I also don't really want to rip it out, so we'll just see how it goes.
It's pretty.
I don't know. I think I need to see it when it's done, because yeah, this middle section right here, it's kind of bumming me out a little bit. And I thought it would look okay, but I'm not 100%. But I also want to make another one, so we'll just let it go, I think. Oh, there's where that went. Okay, I need that for later. And then, last but certainly not least, the Ronin.
Ronin.
This is like my project of the podcast, I feel like. So, Ronin by Andrea Mowry.
So good.
In Retro Saria. Baroa, I always say it wrong, I feel like. Baroa, I think the shade is $5.95. I'll post it for sure. And last time I was about here, and I started the brioche. So I think I have to do 5 inches total. I'm just under halfway there, I would say. I almost just did ribbing because that collar is going to get me, and I know that once I get to the collar it's just going to sit there for ages, but it's also worsted weight, so.
Well, once I finish my like deadline knitting,
yeah,
I'll get back on
the back
train.
on.
Yeah.
I'm trying so hard to be good with the test knit, but I just want to cast on everything. So I think I'm going to have like a mass cast on weekend when I finish it finally. And that's all of the whips.
That's all of your whips.
All of the whip. Well, the active whips.
The active ones.
Yeah.
I don't have much. I have this yarn that just tangled on me, but anyway.
Uh-oh.
So I'm making just like a 1x1 rib hat for either my son or husband. This is also an acquisition. This is Cascade Color Duo, 70 Alpaca, 30 Merino, in the Denver Broncos colorway, which is Bears colorway,
yeah.
Chicago Bears in a pinch. So I got 2 skeins to knit 2 Bears hats.
Nice.
I bought these when the Bears were doing good and still in the playoffs.
I was considering doing a Bears colorway.
Yeah.
Self-striping colorway. Because I have a Hawks, I have a Cubs. I
Yeah.
feel like I need a Bears, but also they didn't make it, so maybe next time.
Maybe next time. Yeah. Honestly, yeah.
It's very soft.
It is.
You probably have enough to do, like,
I'm
you're gonna do
probably,
like matching for everybody.
Not for me.
No.
I'm actually not a Bears fan, so
Oh.
you know.
Maybe you and Q can have
different, yeah. I was raised by a dad from Minnesota, so I'm a Minnesota Vikings gal.
I don't care about any of it.
I mean, I really don't either. I just kind of like do it to antagonists.
Yeah, to rile people up.
Yeah. And then I think last time I talked about how Shibui came to my shop and they did a trunk show and they generously gave everyone in the staff the yarn for a project of their choosing. Ugh. So
It's so good.
I chose Throwback by Andrea Mowry in Shibui Drift. So here is my yoke. I'm almost done. I'm at the last little stripey section. So this is Shibui Drift.
Oh my gosh, it feels so nice.
I know.
Oh my god.
So it's super fancy. I love it.
Oh,
So
I need
it's
that.
85 merino, 15 cashmere. This is their worsted weight yarn. See, I have to have it finished by the end of March.
It's gonna go so fast.
Yeah, so I picked their worsted weight yarn, which is also their most expensive yarn. I kind of felt bad about that. But I knew I would get it done rather than, you know, holding 2 lace weights together and doing something.
And never finishing it.
And never finishing it. So I picked that. And they were fine. Yeah. But anyway, so the main color is this one, which is Mineral. And then I have Pollen and Cove. And then Velvet. Let me find Velvet. Oh, there's a pull-up in my bag. That's good.
Keeping it real.
Keeping it real with people. Oh, and Boogie Wipes.
Boogie Wipes?
Yeah, it's for when they have crusty noses.
Yeah.
And there's my Velvet. There it is. So those are my contrast colors. So I'm working on that. I didn't really get gauged, so I'm kind of like, I'm knitting like a bigger size than I would knit, but then hoping it sizes down so everything works out. Or no, I'm knitting a smaller size than I would, and hoping that it all like evens out in the middle. We're good.
It'll probably grow a little bit. And
yeah.
It has the cashmere in it.
Yeah.
It'll bloom.
But I think that's,
it's really nice.
Yeah, it's awesome. I'm really excited about it. So yeah, then we're gonna have a trunk show at the end with everyone's stuff.
Oh, nice. That's
yeah,
cool.
and everyone's doing different things, so it's really cool. It was really really nice of them.
Is anybody else doing throwback?
I don't think so. No, everyone's like all over the place with their projects. It's really cool.
Matt's mom's doing a class.
Oh, is she?
It was the one that was, I think, last night. Yeah, it was the one last night.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's a cardigan of some sort.
I think it might be throwback.
Yeah.
I think that's, yeah, it might be that. I don't know. But anyway, that's all I have. That's all I've been working on.
Nice.
Yeah. So, yep. That's all I've got.
I can't wait to cast on all of the things.
I know.
Did you decide on your vacation?
No.
Knitting yet? No.
So I'm going on vacation in a couple weeks, and I'm stressing out about it a lot.
Yeah.
I have my like reading material figured out, which I brought.
I see that.
Yeah, I have a ton of books.
There's a lot of books there.
I mean, these aren't all books for the trip, but I just brought some books from my library. But yeah, I'm kind of freaking out a little bit about the vacation.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh
we'll
no.
see.
Okay. Is this like the first big vacation?
Yeah, it's the first time for my daughter to be on a plane. My
no.
son was on a plane when he was a baby, and he was great, but he's like me, and he has like anxiety and stuff, and he's really anxious, so I'm afraid like the noise from the plane and stuff's gonna like freak him out. So we'll see.
Are you flying to Florida?
We're flying to Florida,
Okay.
and then we're staying in Miami for like 1 day, and then we're going on a cruise, a Disney cruise.
I'm so jealous.
Which will be really fun. I'm getting them like psyched about it. Like we keep going on the website, and then you can have Minnie and Mickey call you.
Oh, cool.
So Minnie and Mickey called them the other day and stuff. So it's still like a little bit of a ways away. So
yeah. I mean, at least the flight isn't very long.
No. And my sister-in-law got both kids because she's nuts and like she's not nuts. She just goes overboard at Christmas. She got both kids like tablets.
Oh.
So we hid them. Because my kids don't do any tablet stuff at all.
No.
So we hid them, so they're like a novelty on the plane.
Oh, that'll be nice.
Yeah, and I got them like noise-canceling kid headphones for on the plane and stuff. So hopefully that works. And then I just have like a ton of like Mad Libs and like sticker books and all sorts of stuff.
Well, once they get settled, I'm sure they'll start watching whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever they want to watch, and
so we'll see. But yeah, they've forgotten that they got tablets for Christmas.
Nice. Yeah. Special present.
Yeah.
Special
so,
treat.
Like, remember this, guys?
From your auntie? Who?
I like brought it up for like a couple days, and then I was just like, oh yeah, cool. Yeah, that was really nice of her, huh? And then they've kind of like forgotten about it, so it's worked out. So anyway.
We like that.
Yeah. Well, I kind of like, that was kind of my like purchases too.
Was it?
Well, I got my Christmas present from a dear friend.
It's me.
It's Ashley. She got me some of this Retrosaria sock yarn that I'm obsessed with.
I saw it on your, oh no, my zipper broke.
Oh no.
I saw it on your, oh there we go, your yarn wishes.
Yes.
So I was like, oh, this will be a good Christmas present.
Oh wait, I have more.
Do you?
Not yarn. Okay, so I was given, my work gave me a gift certificate and my parents gave me a gift certificate to my work.
Oh yeah.
And I also get like a super good discount. So I didn't go like, this looks crazier than it actually was because I had a gift certificate and I had a really good discount. So I got, my double pointed needles are just like a mess. Like, they're all like at least 10 years old and I'm missing like multiples. So I got the
oh my gosh, they're beautiful.
Double pointed needle set. But then also my like 16-inch needles are all a disaster also. So I also got the like shorties.
I kind of want those.
And they're awesome. Oh, and for my vacation.
See, you have stuff.
I got the towel bag.
You have stuff.
So, I know. I got it like the day all that stuff went down. So I'm like, I'm not going to post it on Instagram. Let's just wait.
We'll talk about that stuff later too. It's on the show notes.
Briefly, yeah.
It does look beautiful.
Yeah.
And well made, I'm sure.
Yeah, my only issue with it is one of my coworkers had one too, and I don't know if I noticed it on hers. She had the brown one. And the black one, like every little piece of fuzz and cat hair and whatever, just like...
It's just because it's the black one, I think.
Yeah, so...
That's like my sweater that I'm working on. It's navy. And I'm sure the cat fur gets on everything that I knit, but it's like, it's just, you see it all.
Yeah.
It's gotta be the color.
But this is the only color that I could find in stock, and I really, really wanted this for my bag on vacation, so...
You did order it before the hullabaloo. I was there. I kind of twisted her arm.
Yeah.
I bought a few things. I have more coming. I went off the rails a little bit today and last Friday. But so I placed an order from Fancy Tiger. I think it was just after Christmas because there was a reason for it. Oh, and I forgot the reason in the other room, so I'll talk about that later. So I needed more yarn for something, and then I was like really intrigued by a few different yarns, so I just added them to the cart, and you know.
Science.
I also got a embroidery kit from Cozy Blue, who I've been really interested in purchasing from for a while, but it was on sale, so it was, I think it was 40% off, so it was about $15, and it's just like one of their Christmas basic embroidery kits, and everything's in there. You get the hoop, you get the fabric, the floss, everything. You're good to go. I'm really excited about that. One of our goals for the next few months is to get like all of our artwork hung in the house because there's like pictures everywhere and we just haven't hung it. So I'd really like to do a little like embroidery like wall or corner, a little nook, if you will. Little nook. So I need to start like actually making the things. And then I got myself a Mondim.
Ooh, that's
this one
pretty
is
too.
Blue and green and gray. I still haven't used it, but I keep buying it. It feels really nice.
I think I'm bringing mine on my vacation.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Nice and compact.
Yes.
It's 100% wool. So I don't know. I mean, I'm going to use it for socks, but not too hard wearing on my socks, so I think it'll be okay. Mm-hmm. And then I guess I'm just trying to try all of the Retroceria yarns because I bought another new one. This is Cobertor. And I bought 3 different ones just because I really like the colors. This purple in the middle I think is just a really interesting color that you don't really see very often. So it's super bulky. I think I read on the website that it's mostly used for blankets. Yeah, it's used for blankets, and all of this is from Portuguese wool. So I'm really excited. I think they're going to be hats. I might do another Vidra hat. Or a Tamatic hat by Shannon Cook. I knit one. That was one of my FOs from last time. I really liked that. So a few bulky hats in the works. And then I was curious about this. This is Germantown from Kelborn Woolens. And I just bought one because I wanted to see what it was like. But then our homegirl, Andrea Mowry, she's been having like a certain pattern on sale every day, and I saw that she posted the, so they were modern mucklucks, now they are wanderer slippers. I bought that pattern, so I thought that would be really, really pretty for that. And this is leftovers from my throwback. If I don't have enough yardage for this, I have a really pale pink that I think might look nice together.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We're going into dream knits now.
Are you?
I guess.
Go for it.
There might be a little crossover. And then I visited, or no, we got lunch and we went to our LYS, and I bought some Malabrigo Rios because I really want to do either another Tara shawl or hipster shawl. And I'm leaning towards hipster now. I bought it for Tara, but I really want a bright hipster. This is like hot fuchsia, hot pink kind of color. And then I
forgot about this.
This escalated.
I forgot all about this.
So I bought narwhal. I bought 2 skeins of narwhal, Brooklyn tweed shelter for a hat. And then we ended up sitting and knitting for a bit, and I was like, I really want something more substantial. So I bought a few more skeins, and I was going to do like a worsted weight shawl. And then I got home, and my mom's like, oh yeah, I still owe you like a Christmas present. Do you want me to just go to like wool or something? I'm like, actually, I kind of want a sweater quantity, maybe of narwhal. So we went to wool. And this is not narwhal, this is sap. I exchanged my 5 skeins of narwhal for sap. And this is going to be a Shinseitsu cardigan, which is part of my Make 9. And I really love this color. It's really weird, and there's a lot of different flecks going on. There's some like yellowy oranges, some darker greens. Just like a really interesting complex color. I don't have anything else like this in my stash, so I didn't feel bad buying it. And I think that might be my next sweater cast on. Maybe not, because I just forgot about this.
Oh yeah, that's my next sweater cast.
Yeah, I'm thinking it might be as well. And then
those are pretty.
Right? The Farmer's Daughter fibers, she had a sale. And most things were like 30 to 40% off, so I bought a few. This is squish worsted in the Walking the Steel colorway. And then Rocky Mountain Pearls, which is BFL nylon, 80/20. Wild Hearts Can't Be Broken. And Heartbreak Hotel. I almost bought this one at Stitches, and then I didn't because I was trying to behave, but it found its way to me in the end, most importantly. So those will be socks most likely, and a hat. I haven't knit a hat in a while, so that might be my cast on for our small little project. Knitalong. We are doing. So this is a new to me dyer, fully spun. Oh, thank you. And I could have gone crazy because look at this nonsense. Right? It's not hand spun. So it's similar to Spin Cycle yarns in that she dyes the fiber and then she sends it to the mill to be spun and sells it. So I got 3 different colors on 2 different bases. This is original fingering, which is 85% superwash merino, 15% nylon, in Hint of Mint. And then this is the Chief. And I got 2 of this one. This is her sock fingering base, which is 75-25 superwash merino and nylon in the vintage Christmas colorway.
It's really pretty.
I know, I was like, I need 2. I don't even know, I'm not going to use it for a shawl or anything, so I don't know why I bought 2, I just needed 2. And she has a really pretty, I think it's Harvest Moon. That's only on BK, I think, at the moment. So, but yeah, so fully spun. She is going to be at Vogue Knitting Live New York, so I'm sure she's preparing for that at the moment. But check her out. She has beautiful things. And the yardage is like pretty substantial. So it's $440 and $425, $35, which is not bad considering what you get. Not bad at all.
Not bad.
And that is the stash enhancement of the Ashley show. It feels like it's the Ashley show. I have a lot of things to say, I guess. Okay. Should we talk about dream knits?
Yeah.
What are you dreaming of casting
I'm
on?
dreaming of only one sweater.
Only one?
Only one thing right now. And I have the yarn, and I've had the yarn for the better part of a decade.
Oh.
So I'm really excited to use it.
That's a good color.
The Felix pullover by Amy Christophers. And she uses Let Low Be, which I don't have enough of for a sweater. I only have like a couple like single skeins. But I have this Nashua Creative Focus worsted in this amazing
so
like
good.
emeraldy green color that I have 8 skeins of. I got these on clearance. I think I paid $3 a ball for these like a long time ago. So I've been trying to find the right project for this. So I only need like half the yarn I have, so then I can do something else with the other half.
Yeah. Do a squishy cowl or something.
Yeah. So this is 75 wool, 25 alpaca, 220 yards. So that's my one and only dream knit because I have to finish my throwback and I have to focus.
I also am dreaming of that pullover with my Let Low Be. So this is a new colorway. I did not buy this when I was in Iceland. It's called Milky Way, and it's super weird.
I love it.
But I love it. I originally bought 7 because I thought, oh, colorwork sweater, I can use that as the main body, it'll be enough. And it was not enough, so I ended up buying like 3 more. And then Felix came out, and I need 7 for the size that I am going to knit. So I do have a really nice, like, more purple than the hot pink that I just shared. So I think that would look cool with that and like a gold and a brown. So I can still use this in a colorwork section. So dreaming of that. Oh, new sweater came out today. I don't know if you saw it.
Oh.
It's like a hot take. Hot take right now. Bela by Catherine Clark. She did the beautiful like moon phases pullover.
Just the one with the bees?
Yes.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Oh my gosh, it's so pretty.
Yeah.
It's only available in one size right now though. Like, it'd be, I think it's like a 39 and I need about a 41. So, I mean, negative ease isn't the worst thing, but I don't know. I might wait until she is more size inclusive to make that, but it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've just been like, dreaming about colorwork sweaters. Like I really want to steek something. I really want to use up all of my Lopi because I was looking for, oh, I forgot a project. Maybe I'll go get it, we'll see. I was looking for a skein of yarn for a sweater that went missing for 2 years and just reappeared. And it took me a while to find it, but I found it and I was just like pulling out sweater quantities of Lopi that I bought when I went to Iceland. Because these are like $2 in Iceland. So you can get a sweater for $14, $15. So I went a little overboard. So yeah, the camera keeps dying for some reason, even though it's fully charged. But yeah, I'm just dreaming of colorwork sweaters, and I really want to use up my Lopi stash, so I'm thinking the Trista pullover by Jennifer Steingass. That was in one of the Lane magazines. It's like the rust color one.
Is that the one with the pom-poms? Or the bobbles?
No.
Okay, never mind.
No, it's just color work. Yeah, I think it's just like, she does a lot of color work, yoked pullovers, and maybe that's what I'll use my purple one for. And then Winterberry by Melody Hoffman. It's a really cute hat, and it has like these little like flower bauble things that are really cute. They're kind of weird, kind of funky. It kind of looks like a children's hat, but I love it. And I might use my I have some quarry that I might use, so we'll see about that. And then I really want to make a Free Your Fade by Andrea Mowry. Like, I was not like obsessed with that one like I am with so many of her patterns, but it keep popping up, and I have so many like random single skeins of DK weight yarn. I've just kind of like grouped them all together on the floor.
Which one's the Free Your Fade?
It's like, it uses 3 skeins of DK or fingering, and it's just got like, it's garter and like eyelets. It looks pretty simple. It's like, I think it's like triangular, but like knit sideways.
Oh yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
So it's fine. Like, it just looks like it'd be really fun to put yarn together for it, and you could have a lot of fun with the colors that you choose. So I have like 3 different options laying on my floor right now in the yarn room. And then her new pullover.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
That I totally bought yarn for today. I don't even know if I got the right yardage, but I was like, the spin cycle well is going to dry up as soon as she releases this, so I'm gonna get it now.
Just do it.
Also, while the camera died, I went and grabbed the sweater. So this sweater has been missing since before we moved into our house, so it's been almost 2 years. This is, what is this? Timber by Shannon Cook.
Okay, what is that Project Keeper? Or Progress? What is that, like a chicken wing?
It is a chicken wing.
Okay.
So that is a
sorry.
secret.
I needed to know.
Yep. I also have a whole turkey.
Oh really?
Yeah. So this is Progress Keeper by Sucre Miniatures. But yeah, the sweater was missing for so long. And I even started the sleeve, and I bought, oh, is it a 9-inch or 12-inch? It looks like a 9-inch.
That's a 9-inch.
Ugh. Maybe that's why I hated it so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought a bunch of 12-inch, or I got them for Christmas. So I'm going to switch that out because that's why I hated working on that sleeve. But yeah, so it's almost done. Barrett Wool Company, Wisconsin Wool and Spun Worsted in Sherwood. So I have this, and I have one more skein. And I found it, so we're good to go. This will hopefully be finished soon. But yeah, so funny you should mention the Progress Keeper. So it's a chicken wing. I also have like a whole turkey, and the turkey one makes me particularly happy because one year my mom went to the store and bought a turkey, a frozen turkey, and she came home. I don't know if she was mad or what, but she swung the turkey, smashed the storm door, glass everywhere, and they had to replace it. It was horrible at the time, but it was also like hilarious after the fact. So whenever I see the turkey Progress Keeper, I think about my mother smashing the door with her giant frozen turkey. Yes, they make me happy. And that's my dream knits.
Nice.
All of the sweaters.
All sweaters. As it should be.
Yes. I mean, I have a few sweater quantities. Just a few.
Just a few.
So, we made it through knitting.
Woohoo!
Now we have general nonsense. My hair is still doing its weird thing. And some serious-ish talk. Should we do that first?
Sure.
Okay. So yeah, there's a lot of talk in the knitting community right now, and it's everywhere. So apologies if we are repeating things that you've already seen, and we are not the best people to talk about it, but there is racism in the knitting community. We want this to be a podcast where everybody feels included and welcome, no matter, you know, who you are. So if we've ever said anything to offend you, I didn't mean it.
Me neither.
So
we love you.
Yeah, we want to be your friend.
Yes.
We want you to feel welcome. And we are going to link to some people in the show notes who are better at talking about this than we are, because I feel, I'm talking for both of us, but I feel awkward talking about it. And I don't want to say the wrong thing or offend anybody. But, you know, it's a good conversation to have. And even, like, you know, aside from the people feeling unwelcome aspect, like, it's been a great experience because I found so many makers who I wouldn't have otherwise found.
Absolutely.
Like, the yarn I just shared, what was it? Books and Cables on Instagram. She has posted so many, like, wonderful people of color who design knitting patterns and sell yarn, and it's a great resource. I will link it below. So I found that yarn that way. Found so many dyers, designers, and it's just been, like, a good way to broaden my horizons and just meet new people. Yeah,
I mean, I'm glad it was brought up.
Yeah, me too.
It's hard to talk about that stuff.
It is. It is, definitely. I'm getting a little, like...
I know it's hard. And, like, yeah.
But also, it's like, it's something that you don't even realize that's happening. Like, outwardly, I am, you know, I'm half Mexican, so I've experienced both, like, extreme privilege and also, like, people saying bad shit to me.
Right.
Because I am brown, you know. And it's just, yeah, it's been something that's probably been needed to say for a while, and now it's out there.
And I'm very white, but I have a mixed background as well. But I travel the world as a white lady, and I'm treated as a white lady everywhere, but I've been with my cousins and, like, been like, why? Oh, okay, that's why that person is. Why. Yeah. So, but, yeah. It's hard to talk about.
Yeah, and if you don't think it's a problem, like, go to the top 20 in Ravelry, or go to your pattern library. Like, even, I was looking through, because I was looking at my Make 9, and I was like, I want to make sure that, like, I am more inclusive. And I was like, oh, I have patterns for Amirisu. And they have, you know, Asian models. But they're all Western designers. Right. And, like, even Making Magazine, they do a really good job of putting, you know, different models of different backgrounds. Same with Brooklyn Tweed. But they're still, like, white designers. So it's just something to be aware of. And that's all we're going to say about that, I think. Do you have anything to add?
No.
No,
I think
it's out there.
I think far more articulate people have.
Yes, definitely. We are not very articulate.
Yeah.
And we're still learning.
Yeah.
I bought a lot of books. I have a lot of reading to do. And I'm just going to try to support others going forward. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's that.
That's
now on to our general hysteria.
Yeah. Well,
you been watching anything?
Yeah, so I've been watching Marie Kondo. Well, I watched one episode. I've been doing the KonMari method, sort of, for like a couple of years. Yeah. It was okay. I just found a couple really annoying. I might watch another show.
Matt came home from dinner with his parent, or no, he went to lunch with his mom during last week. He's like, oh yeah, my mom mentioned a show you might like. I'm like, oh, what is it? It's some lady who goes and organizes people's houses. I'm like, oh, what's your mother trying to tell me? But no, it was fine. I buy a lot of stuff. I have a lot of collections. But yeah, like, I remember when her book came out, it's very satisfying to see it all, like all the t-shirts that are folded so nicely.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
very satisfying to see, but it's not for me.
No.
No.
I don't do the folding. I just do the
purging.
the spark joy. I just am constantly purging, like, nonstop.
What if all of my random collections spark joy?
Well, then you just leave it at that. But
I will say that the thrift store today was jam-packed. So there was
hi.
Oh,
Maybe it's my gaudy leopard sweater. Look, oh,
it's Luna.
this is a first. Hello, pretty girl.
She's the one that's getting all the fur on my sweater.
Yeah.
Come here. No, you guys not Christy? Okay.
I am fine with that because I don't have a lap cat anymore.
Oh, you just woke up. You look sleepy still.
Oh. So I watched like one episode of Marie Kondo. I don't really have like that much to go off of.
I would try it.
But I've read the books. And then I watched the second season of Friends from College on Netflix, which I still don't like.
Oh, is that the one?
It's with Keegan-Michael Key and Colby Smulders and Fred Savage and Billy Eichner.
I read the premise for it and I knew it was going to make me angry if I watched it,
like,
so I didn't.
No one has any redeeming qualities.
Nobody's
in my
likable,
opinion,
right?
except for like their friend Marianne, who I like love and can do no wrong.
Oh.
But like the main like little clique or whatever, I'm
Yeah.
just like, you guys are all, I don't like you guys. My husband wanted to watch it, so we watched season 2, and then I just keep watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine like over and over again.
Yeah, I finally did it. I don't know why I didn't before. It was right after I finished work, so I was working up until I was dying up until like the 14th of December-ish, and then we just had some prep work, and then I had some yarn to do for the ready to ship update we just had a few weeks ago. So I wasn't actually done with work until after Christmas. But then like I sat down, I got my test knit out, and I binged seasons 1 and 2 in 2 days of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
It's so funny.
It was so good. I love it.
Oh, Doug Judy. I love
my
Doug Judy.
God.
It's like my favorite episodes are when Doug Judy's on.
I just watched the cruise episode.
That was so good.
Oh my god.
I hope my cruise is that fun.
Hopefully.
Well, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah.
I'm almost caught up for reals though. I'm like on season 5, halfway through. So I should be able to resume watching with everybody in a few weeks.
Yes. New episodes tonight.
Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot to record it.
Yeah, we'll have it.
It'll be on somewhere.
This is making me so happy right now that
She's
a cat
so
like
happy.
wants to be around me. Cause so my lap cat passed away like a month or 2 ago,
Oh.
and now all I have left is Mr. Pippin. His name is Mr. Pippin. It used to be Pippin, somehow Mr. Like the last like 5-6 years he's been Mr. Pippin. I don't know, but anyway, he'll sit next to you, but he will not sit on you and he will not snuggle. So this is nice.
She's so happy right now. She's got her eyes closed. She's purring. She's the best snuggler.
So what other TV? Oh my gosh, you're so cute. What other TV? What other TV are you watching?
We're just like, oh, isn't my cat adorable? So I watched a lot of TV during that week that I was off. I was just working on my sweater, watching TV. Killing Eve. Have you watched that?
I have not. I
Oh
want
my
to because
gosh.
I love Sandra Oh.
It's so good. I love Sandra Oh too. The girl that plays against her, like opposite her, she's phenomenal. I haven't seen her in anything else, but she's got like that. She's like quirky, but also like crazy, and she's like a psychopath, but you also kind of love her. And she is just wearing fabulous clothes and living in Paris, and the only things in her refrigerator is like champagne and yeah. So you love her, but also like she's the worst because she's evil. So that was really good. And then I watched True Detective season 3 just started. Did you ever watch Any of that?
No, that is very much not my thing.
No.
So
season 1 was so good. I never watched season 2, but I heard it wasn't as good.
He has Mahershala Ali, and he's fabulous.
I know, I love him.
Mahershala, yeah.
Mahershala. I think that's how you pronounce it.
I think you're right. I was just like seeing like the words spell out in my head and just butchering it.
Did you ever watch Moonlight?
No.
That was really good.
I know, I need to. I don't watch any movies, like, ever.
Oh, and speaking of Moonlight,
Beale Street?
I haven't watched Beale Street.
Yeah, I want to see that too.
I get that Killing Me Softly song stuck in my head every time I see the commercial for it, though.
Yeah.
No, so we watched Bird Box as well, which was pretty good. But the other guy from Moonlight, Trevante Rhodes, he's in it, and he's really good. So, True Detective Season 3, it just started, I think, last Sunday or the Sunday before. There's only 2 episodes. It's really good. It's reminding me a lot of the first season. It's Mahershala and it's Stephen Dorff. He is the other detective. And they're investigating the disappearance of a brother and sister in the 80s.
Like kids?
Yeah. Like 10 and 12.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. And then like it goes across different different decades. So it starts in the 80s and then you see Mahershala, I can't remember his name in the show. You see him in the 90s, they've like reopened the case, or they're doing work with the case. And then you see him present day, so now he is like an older man, he's like 70, and it's just like how that case has stayed with him through his life. So it's really good, the music's really good, it's an HBO show though, so the production is really high. And yeah, I'm really excited to see the rest of the season. I was having trouble sleeping after watching Killing Eve though. Even though it's like
Is it really dark?
No, it's not. It's just like, I don't know. I was just having trouble sleeping. I think I was watching that and then I was watching something else. I can't remember what, but it was just like a lot going on in my head. So I was having trouble sleeping. But then on a lighter note, we watched The Masked Singer.
Oh god, my son wants to watch that so bad.
It's fun. It's like kind of trashy, kind of horrible, but also fun.
Local celeb Jenny McCarthy's on the panel.
Yeah.
She used to live like a couple blocks away from here.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
And now she moved to the other town.
Yeah.
That's down the street.
Yeah.
Anti-vaxxers.
Yeah.
Staying in St. Charles. So it's fun. It's fine. You know. There's people that are really good at singing. There's a lot of like football players that are on it also, which is kind of weird.
I've just seen who's been like revealed and I'm just like, are they a celebrity?
Yeah, they're guessing and they're like, I think it's Lady Gaga. I'm like, I'm pretty sure she doesn't
not
have
have
to be on the show.
She does not have time for you.
So yeah, they say it's stars, but it's your favorite like D-list stars. And retired football players.
It's whoever's not on Celebrity Big Brother.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, and I watched A Star Is Born the other night.
Oh, yeah.
It was so sad.
Was it?
Yeah, it was really good though.
I will add that to my list of movies that I need to watch that I'll never get around to.
Yeah, it's on digital now, but I think you can only buy it.
Oh, yeah. It'll be on HBO.
Yeah, I will definitely
be too tired to watch it.
I'm not a huge Bradley Cooper fan usually, but he did really good in this, and like it was his passion project, I think, and you can definitely tell it was really good, and hopefully it will win some awards. You were so happy.
This is like amazing. This is great.
It's like, I love this right now. So I see that big pile of books. Have you started any of them?
Oh, yeah. I just brought some books from my library.
Some books.
Some books. So, I finished a couple of things. Well, I guess just one. Finish this.
I still have to
It's her birthday.
It is.
Happy birthday, Michelle. 55.
We love you.
We love you. Come back. I finished this. I actually, I listened to it. I had the your slide. I had the audiobook. Sorry.
Oh.
I had the audiobook, and then at Christmas, my mom and I each like inadvertently bought each other a copy of the hardcover book, which is nice because there's pictures in the middle of baby Michelle and Barack and everybody. So I finished that, and it's so good, and I love it.
It's funny. Sidebar. So remember the feminist babies book that I sent you?
Oh yeah.
So I was watching the Stressed It's podcast, Stacey, earlier today, and she received that book. Oh yeah, she eats yarn. I forgot to mention that. She received that book from a friend, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so funny. But there's a little Barack and Michelle.
Is that really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute.
Before they were in the Oval Office, they were babies.
They were.
Yeah. That's a funny book.
And then, alright, and then what else am I reading? So this is I'm slogging through this. It's so good, but by the time I read it, I'm just like super tired. But I'm slogging through this like tome of Frederick Douglass. It's so good, but I'm not very far. I mean, I guess I'm about halfway, but like, by the time I read, it's like 10 o'clock, and I get like 3 pages, and I'm just like, done. So I'm reading, that's kind of like...
That's huge.
Yeah, it's really heavy, so it's not my traveling book. So my traveling book right now, and I'm not even that far in, is Look Alive Out There by Sloane Crossley. It's just little like short stories, essays. She just has like a funny perspective on things.
Oh, she wrote the cake book, right?
Yeah, she also wrote, which is good. I have that one too. I've read that one. Is I Was Told There'd Be Cake, which is really funny. It's just like little funny observations. This is my vacation read, I think.
That looks fun.
This is more essays. I love a good essay book. We Are Never Meeting in Real Life by Samantha Irby. And she's great. I've had this one for a while. I follow her on Instagram, and her Instagram handle, I'm gonna swear, I'm sorry. It makes me laugh like to myself, like every time I see it, it makes me chuckle, is Bitches Gotta Eat.
I love it.
And I'm just like, I love you. And I just followed her on Instagram, and then I saw that she had a book, and I was just like, oh, I need to read this. So I went to my local bookstore a couple weeks ago and picked this up for the vacation.
I saw that there was something about a bachelorette application on the back, so...
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And then I think that's it. This other stuff, I'm not going to worry about it right now.
So I started reading Puddin', which is upstairs. I forgot to grab it. Which is the companion to Dumplin', which I read last.
Oh, there's 2 of them?
Yes, there's 2.
Cute.
It's not like the same main character. It's just like same town, same characters, but from a different point of view, so different story. So I started reading that. I didn't get very far. But then I started reading The Origin of Others by Toni Morrison. I started reading that a few days ago, and it's very short. It is only like 100 and something pages. So, not very far. I've never read Toni Morrison, which is like crazy, I know.
Beloved is so good.
Yeah, I know. I'm the worst.
So good.
We've already talked at length about how I'm the worst English major ever because I haven't read anything that I should have read. So this is hoping to get that done probably over the weekend because I don't really, it's so short. But then I went on a book buying binge.
Oh, I want to read that.
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Is it?
I stayed up way too late. I started this last night and I'm on page 106. I was up until like 1 in the morning reading this. American Marriage by Tayari Jones. It is Oprah's book club pick.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's about a young couple who get married and they've been married for about a year. And then he is wrongfully imprisoned. They go home to visit his parents and there's just like a series of events that leads to him being wrongfully accused of a crime and he ends up in jail with a 12-year sentence. And you know, they're freshly married, they're still newlyweds, so they're trying to navigate that. And then he finds out that he's getting released early, but she's already been like, I don't know if I can be your wife anymore.
Oh. Yeah.
So, and this is all in like the dust jacket, so I'm not really giving away too many spoilers, but I've just reached the point where he's told her that he is coming home. So, yeah, it's really good. And it's like they're, like the dust jacket says, newlyweds Celestial and Roy are the embodiment of both the American dream and the New South. So it's them, you know, they both, or he came from very little, and she is like new rich in Atlanta. So just them navigating their lives together, and now apart, and now together again. So yeah, it's really good. It's up way too late. And
that means it's good.
Yeah, I was just like, I'm not even tired, but it's almost 1 o'clock. I need to go to bed.
That's just the sign of a great book.
I know. That's how I like lose many nights.
Yeah.
But I got so many books for Christmas, and I'm like so excited. I got Paperback Crush, which is about like 90s like book covers and books and stuff. It looks really fun. And then I got an embroidery book. It's just embroidery through the year. And it's different seasons
that
with
sounds
different
awesome.
Yeah, it's different seasons and how you can make different samplers based on the seasons. And what else did I get? I got that Crawdads book, like when the Crawdads sing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then I went to the local bookshop, and I bought Furiously Happy by Jenny Lawson, which is essays, and it looks really funny. So, excited about that. I've been trying to like take the weekend off, just while it's still kind of slow. We had a big ready to ship update at the beginning of the year, so people got what they wanted. But it's been slow, so I've been taking the weekends off, and we just walked into town last Saturday. It was really nice. There's so many stores that like you don't even realize are there.
I know.
Yeah. Like the bookstore. And we have a plant store, which I did not know.
I need to check that out.
It's so cute. I hope they do workshops and stuff. That would be really cool.
There used to be a plant store over there, and I did take a workshop there.
Did you?
Yeah, it closed though, so hopefully everything's okay with this one.
Well, the prices are really like reasonable. It's only like maybe like $2 or $3 more than you would pay at Lowe's for a plant.
Oh, not bad. So, and you're supporting a small business.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's Jory and June, which I love.
I haven't been there.
It's so cute.
Have you been to the Royal Wren?
I've walked by it. It's right next to Jory and June.
Okay. I'll go in there this weekend then.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the Royal Wren is like a fancy, from what I gather, it was closed when I walked past, like a fancy cheese, like snacky kind of place. So yeah, I think they have wine tastings.
I usually have tiny people, so it's hard to like. Our local library is in the downtown, so
yeah.
Go to the library.
Yeah. I still have to get a library card. I just keep buying books instead, which I mean isn't terrible.
I buy
books. But
I buy my books for the most part, but like I check out books for my kids a lot.
Yeah.
Because I don't get books read in the time that I need to. You can bring them back.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have podcasts, but I don't know.
We have 2 minutes.
Okay. So, like with all this stuff that everyone's been talking about with like, you know, racism in the knitting community and stuff, if you like were like, I'm gonna blow this with these 2 minutes. Okay, if you found this all surprising and you couldn't believe it, I have some podcasts that you should listen to that are in my regular rotation that I enjoy. Pod Save the People. It's hosted by DeRay McKesson and Brittany Packnett and Clint Smith. And Brittany and DeRay, I know they are organizers of the Black Lives Matter movement, and they're just great. And then Yo, Is This Racist? People just write into this podcast and be like, am I being racist? Can you tell me if I am or not? And it's, you know.
I think there's a Reddit like that's similar to that.
Yeah. And then there's NPR's Code Switch, which is kind of like just, you know, talks about like race in America and things like that. And then like these are just like 2 podcasts I really like that have like a lot of different viewpoints in it. There's Keep It, which is like pop culture and stuff like that, which I like. And then Hysteria, which is
write that down.
Yeah, it's like it's like for like about lady stuff, but
Oh yeah.
You know, there's like a bunch of different women who like kind of rotate, and they all have different backgrounds and stuff, and it's really funny, and I enjoy them. And I think that's it.
Yes. So thank you for joining us. Cheers.
Cheers, friends.
Friend us on Instagram. We love to meet you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy knitting.
Yeah.